Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ringside Wrestling Entertainment. This is Joel Perez here, back again for another edition of your Monday Night Raw reviews, and it is your September 11th, 2017 edition of Monday Night Raw, live from Anaheim, California here tonight. Clearly, September 11th edition. There are negative connotations to come with this date. Of course, my condolences to those and the family of those who were in those attacks 16 years ago. My condolences. Tragic day in not just American, world history. Crazy stuff happened on that day, and clearly that is something that we do not want to look back upon, but move forward upon. And it is the September 11th, 2017 edition. I'm glad to say this was actually a pretty good edition of Raw here tonight. Nothing over the top amazing, but good edition of Raw. I can safely say it was a good edition of Raw. As for what we saw in the main event and why that was the main event, when you had Braun Strowman versus John Cena on this show, we had an 8-man tag between Gallows and Anderson and Sheamus and Cesaro versus the Hardys and Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. Why is that your main event when you have Braun Strowman and John Cena on this show? I mean, what type of sense does that make? I mean, that said, that's a match that shouldn't even be presented to you on Monday Night Raw. And that match is clearly being done just so WWE can get that last bit of ratings in, so they don't have that big-ass drop that they usually do have starting off. Because, yes, I believe tonight was the start of Monday Night Football. So WWE trying to combat that huge drop that they usually have around this time of year. And I don't think anything saved them from that huge drop. I don't think anything can, really. They always get that huge drop in viewership, but they're trying to save that from happening here tonight. And they tried their damnedest, bro. And that's why Raw, if you ask me, was so good tonight, because WWE was trying to combat Monday Night Football and the ratings they usually lose due to Monday Night Football being on, because now is the start of that period, and that has me afraid that we're going to go into that lull period that we always do when the ratings do inevitably drop, because they will drop. If they didn't drop this week, if they don't drop the next week, they're going to drop sometime, and we're going to go into that lull period where shit is so fucking bad because nobody backstage can give less of a shit because of the fact that the ratings are so low. So hopefully that does not happen for the wrestling fans' sake, but I mean, that's what I think is going to be the case, bro. That is what I think is going to be the case. But this is your Raw review, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel, and you can expect these Raw reviews each and every single week. Last week's Raw review is up on the channel, as well as Smackdown Live reviews each and every single week. Smackdown Live review for last week is up on the channel, and Smackdown Live Sin City Smackdown review coming tomorrow as well. You have Mae Young Classic coverage. The Mae Young Classic has been being released on the WWE Network as of late. The finals are tomorrow, directly after Smackdown Live. I will be watching that, and I will be reviewing that on the channel. Tomorrow is going to be a late night. Gonna watch that, do Smackdown. Smackdown review is gonna be up a little later, and then right after I'm done with the Smackdown review, that's already going up later, I'm gonna start working on the Mae Young Classic review, or I might bundle those two reviews together. I'm not sure. Might be an extended Smackdown review. Not sure what I am going to do, but it is going to be a big night tomorrow night, because Mae Young Classic finale is definitely going to be reviewed, and Smackdown Live, as always, is going to be reviewed tomorrow on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. So you can expect that right here on Ringside Wrestling going forward. Behind the mic each and every single week, Just this past Saturday, we uploaded Behind the Mic episode number 36. We were talking about The Undertaker versus Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar, possibly happening at WrestleMania 34. Rumors running wild each and every single week of an Undertaker return, and now it is that he is going into a triple threat match with the two men who beat him at WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans, where he originally lost the streak. So that's what we're talking about on Behind the Mic. A bunch of stuff coming forward on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. WWE 2K18 is soon to come out. October 13th, I think, is the early release. I did pre-order the deluxe edition already, so that will be being covered on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel extensively. My career mode, universe mode, and clearly we use WWE 2K gameplay for these Raw and Smackdown reviews, and that's going to be getting a little update because all the gameplay is going to be coming from WWE 2K18 instead of 17, which is vastly outdated, and WWE 2K18 giving us that update that we sorely need. But this is your Raw review. First of all, if you do enjoy and you want more of that content, all that good content that I just mentioned to you right there, make sure to subscribe to the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel for everything regarding the WWE. If you do not want to miss a thing, because there's pay-per-view reviews, NXT TakeOver reviews, Raw reviews, SmackDown reviews, Behind the Mic where we cover all the biggest news in the WWE, Mae Young Classic coverage. All that good stuff can be found on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. And if you do not want to miss a thing, subscribe to the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. And of course, click on that notification bell so you do not miss a thing. Twitter account as well. Make sure to go follow the Twitter account. We were live tweeting rampantly with Monday Night Raw here tonight, and the Twitter account of the same name, Ringside Wrestling, is up, and you can go check that out and follow the Twitter account. Also gives you notifications for when I upload as well, so you can go check that out. Of course, make sure to leave a like if you enjoy what you are hearing here, and of course, comment what you thought about Monday Night Raw here tonight, because your opinion is so vastly regarded on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel, and it is a big worry of mine to know what the fans of my channel and of Monday Night Raw are thinking of the show. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a Raw review, and a lot of shit did go down on Raw here tonight. Roman Reigns versus Jason Jordan. Roman Reigns continued to be buried on the mic. Enzo Amore joining the list of people who are buried on the mic, bro, because The Miz took that motherfucker and he threw him in the garbage, bro. Holy shit. We're going to talk about that segment that we saw right there. So a lot of interesting stuff going on. Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar. Braun Strowman and John Cena here tonight. So there was a lot to talk about on Monday Night Raw here tonight. Always the stuff to complain about here tonight on Monday Night Raw. The women, I don't know what the hell they are doing with the women on Monday Night Raw. It was confirmed here tonight that Asuka is coming to Raw. They showed a promo package of Asuka coming to Monday Night Raw. I cannot be more excited about Asuka coming to the main roster. I cannot be more worried about Asuka coming to the main roster. Holy shit. Asuka could be in for a tough fucking ride like the likes of the Ascension, bro. Imagine they do that to Asuka. Imagine they do that to Asuka, bro. Well, Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn now have their hands on the lovely Empress of Tomorrow. Hopefully they do not fucking ruin her, and hopefully Asuka remains dominant and, most importantly, undefeated on Raw, just like she did in NXT. That's me hoping. Let's see if WWE can execute on that. But for now, let's go into that nice segment by segment review that we do each and every single week right here on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. We started off here tonight with a matchup, and Monday Night Raw seems to be starting a streak, bro. Monday Night Raw, 2 weeks in a row now, has started Raw off with the matchup. Let's keep the streak going, bro. Fuck starting Raw off with a promo. Let's start Raw off with a match each and every single week. I hate these typical starts to Monday Night Raw each and every single week where you have Wrestler A come out, followed by Wrestler B, followed by Wrestler C, followed by Wrestler D, and that sets up a tag team match main event. I'm tired of that garbage. I am tired of that goddamn garbage. I like the matchup. Matches should be starting off Monday Night Raw. One week, we'll get a main event level matchup like this one starting off Raw. The next week, have the Cruiserweights start off Raw in a 20-minute classic. Why do you gotta fucking start Raw off with a goddamn promo? Start Raw off with a matchup that's gonna get the crowd hot, that's gonna set the tone and the excitement for the rest of the show, and that's exactly what they did last week, and that's exactly what they did this week. It was Roman Reigns versus Jason Jordan starting off Monday Night Raw here tonight, and they started it off pretty goddamn well, bro. Roman Reigns last week, who tried to bury Jason Jordan on the mic against John Cena last week, calling him a rookie, was actually taken to a goddamn fight by Jason Jordan. When Reigns tried to go for an early Superman punch, Jordan countered it into a nice crossface, which caused Reigns to roll out of the ring. As we went to the commercial break, we went and came back from the commercial break. We saw a great barrage of moves from Jason Jordan onto Roman Reigns inside the ring, including a belly-to-belly, a beautiful, and I love Jason Jordan's dropkick. He gets it right on the button, does Jason Jordan, and a great back suplex. Love Jason Jordan's back suplex. Drives it right into the mat. He hit a beautiful northern suplex, bridged it into another northern suplex right away, and he got one hell of a near fall right there. Got the crossface again, but it was Jordan who went for the shoulder tackle in the turnbuckle, went straight into a post, which allowed Reigns to get the series of moves, the drive-by, the Superman punch, and the inevitable spear to beat Jason Jordan and win the matchup, bro. What I said after this matchup is, Roman Reigns, you eating your words, bro. Because, he's saying, how is it taking John Cena, this veteran, 20 minutes to beat Jason Jordan, a rookie? Here tonight, it took you damn near those 20 minutes to beat Jason Jordan, a rookie. So, I don't know what Roman Reigns is goddamn talking about. And John Cena came out, we went to break, came back, and John Cena came out asking that same question. Very interested to hear what Reigns was going to say. Since last week, Reigns came out and said that John Cena almost lost to a rookie, when tonight, he almost lost to that very same rookie. Reigns said like a fucking idiot, bro. Like a fucking idiot, and John Cena right on the dot with this. Right on the dot. He said like a fucking idiot, bro. That he was out here having a great match, and now that he thinks about it, he's had more great matches in 2 years than Cena has had in his entire career, which is absolutely false, bro. John Cena's had great matches with the likes of AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, Triple H, Randy Orton, everybody you can fucking name it, Edge. Shit, you can name an entire fucking roster. Kurt Angle, Jason Jordan as of last week. Shit, bro, you can name the entire roster. Rusev, Bray Wyatt, Seth Rollins. Great matches with all these goddamn guys. Yet Roman Reigns has had better matches in 2 years than Cena has had in his entire career. False, but Cena goes on and says, Reigns is like a one-man centipede with his head buried right up his ass. And you knew Cena was going to go straight into fucking Reigns, bro. And he absolutely did. Cena says Reigns actually thinks He runs the place because no one has cut him down to size yet. Cena says that's why he's here. Cena goes on and says he's come out week after week trying to give Reigns a chance, but he keeps failing. And that is not what the guy does. Cena says Reigns should have done his homework before dragging his sorry ass out here. If Reigns is the guy, he will dust himself off and show Cena something at No Mercy. Cena says, looking at him now, No Mercy will be a cakewalk. Cena turns to leave the ring, but Reigns tells him to bring his bitch ass back in there. And Reigns again trying to sound cool with the goddamn cursing, bro. Holy shit. Reigns says Cena is usually the one getting called out, but he wonders why Cena came to Raw to call him out. Reigns says maybe it's because Reigns is selling the tickets that Cena hasn't sold in years. And that statement in its own right pissed me the fuck off, because that is the most idiotic statement that you can possibly state. And that's where John Cena comes off as absolutely correct, where he's saying that Reigns, he said straight up in this promo that Reigns is burying himself. Cena is not burying Reigns. Reigns is burying himself because he's not thinking before he goddamn speaks. Are you the only man on the roster? And how many WWE officials, the JBLs, on Bring It to the Table, and they fed it into Corey Graves? I mean, Roman Reigns is not the only guy on the fucking roster, bro. He's not the only guy on the roster. Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar, Samoa Joe, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks. I mean, out of all those superstars who I just named you're telling me that Roman Reigns is the only reason that you are going to come to a Monday Night Raw? To a Monday Night Raw house show? No. So why the fuck does WWE keep using this line? Oh, well, you don't like Roman Reigns so much, yet you come to the house shows, you come to the events to boo him. No, I come to the events to see the rest of the fucking roster. And you're having Reigns saying the same shit, that he's selling tickets. He ain't selling shit, bro. This ain't no fucking territory in the 1980s. It ain't. Sorry to break it to you. Now you got a fully developed roster. You got a women's division that it's on fire somehow. I don't fucking know what WWE's illogical booking. You've got all this fucking shit. Braun Strowman's, Brock Lesnar, Samoa Joe's, bro. Bray Wyatt's, Finn Balor's. And you're telling me you're still trying to shove it down my throat that you're only coming to these arenas to see one attraction? That Roman Reigns is the guy selling tickets? If anything, Roman Reigns is making me not want to come to these shows. Holy shit. That just pisses me off how WWE likes to say that. But Reigns goes on and says WWE can make it without Cena. WWE doesn't need Cena. Cena needs the WWE. Reigns says Cena needs WWE because he can't break into Hollywood. Reigns says if Cena needs help, he knows the guy. Clearly a fucking reference to The Rock right there. Reigns says Cena can't back up whatever he's going to spin. Cena says he's about to fight fire with fire. And this made me absolutely laugh my ass off. And every time Cena spoke, I was laughing my ass off because you could tell that Roman Reigns was getting buried on the fucking mic. Putting it into words even Reigns can understand, Cena tells Reigns to consider him to be like a drug test. At No Mercy, Reigns can't pass him. Absolutely fantastic. Cena drops the mic and leaves as his music plays. Absolutely fantastic. No better said, bro. Reigns, clearly that's a reference to Reigns failing his drug test in 2016, bro. And Cena just fucking absolutely demolished Reigns with that one line, bro. And that one line, if you didn't realize it before, which by now, after 3 weeks of goddamn promos, you damn well should have. This is just further proven, bro, that Reigns cannot hang with John Cena on that microphone. And each and every time you see him trying to hang in there with John Cena, you're seeing the inability of Reigns because he is not the guy. He's far from it. He is not amongst that league of talent with the John Cenas, with the Rocks, with the Stone Colds, to the point where he can carry this goddamn company as its face. That's not the case with Roman Reigns, and that needs to be understood. And each time that John Cena comes out here and destroys Roman Reigns on the mic, just like he did tonight, that is further proven each and every single week. Roman Reigns is coming out here and he's digging himself a hole 6 foot deeper each and every single week. And if you do the math, that's 6 times 3. Roman Reigns is in an 18-foot hole, bro. He is in an 18-foot hole. And I don't know, if you ask anybody, I'm sure that Roman Reigns cannot climb out of that fucking hole, bro. Absolutely fucking ridiculous how awful Roman Reigns is and how WWE is still trying to shove this guy down our throats, bro. And the fact that he's probably going to come in here tonight and beat, or at No Mercy, I should say, in 2 weeks on whatever date it may be, September 24th, and the fact that he's actually probably going to beat John Cena is absolutely fucking despicable, because if these promos have shown anything, it's that Reigns is not the guy. And this just goes further on proving that fact. But we move on here on the Raw review to Sasha Banks versus Emma. And I mean, this women's division at this point is absolutely lost. Banks versus Emma. A match that would have been at a takeover for the NXT Championship, but it's had on a random edition of Monday Night Raw with no build. You've got to be fucking kidding me, bro. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss were on commentary during this match, and as soon as Sasha Banks, after like 3 goddamn minutes, as soon as Sasha Banks locked in the bank statement, it was tappity tap for Emma and the match was over. What else do you got to say about that, bro? What else do you got to say about that? It was actually Paul Heyman's birthday today, so happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday to the best promo in the WWE today, bro. By far, Paul Heyman is the best promo, and it was his birthday here tonight, and he did what he does best here tonight. Brock Lesnar came out with Paul Heyman, saying that his job tonight is to sell us on something that has already been sold. Because on September 24th, at No Mercy, in the Staples Center in Los Angeles, Brock Lesnar will face the most worthy challenger for his Universal title in ages. For the first time in ages, probably since Brock fought The Undertaker at WrestleMania, the odds are against him. Heyman repeats the events at SummerSlam, where Strowman power-slammed Lesnar to a table, and he says that Strowman is bigger and stronger, but is he better? Better than the baddest dude on the planet. He says that this reminds him of 2002, when Lesnar beat guys like The Rock, like RVD, like The Undertaker. He says that tonight Braun Strowman faces John Cena, and he has to himself, because it's time to leave the safety of sports entertainment and come into Suplex City. He says that even when Brock was in the Brocktagon, they used to ask the fighter, "Are you ready?" Which Lesnar shook his head to. And then he asked one more time, "Are you ready?" And that brought Braun Strowman out here, and that started an immediate fight. Strowman clearly marched to the ring. That started a fight. And this is where shit gets crazy, because Lesnar hit a German suplex on Braun Strowman. Now, if you didn't watch the show here tonight, you're probably like, holy shit, Brock Lesnar finally got the upper hand on Braun Strowman. Far from the fucking case, bro. Strowman rolls right back onto his fucking feet. And no-sells the German suplex. Brock Lesnar is looking at this fucking guy, and they're just staring at each other, and Brock Lesnar is looking at Braun Strowman as if he's seen a ghost, bro. As if he's seen a ghost. I am laughing my ass off, sitting on my goddamn couch. I am laughing my ass off. And Braun Strowman proceeds to fucking hitting a chokeslam on Brock Lesnar, and then hitting the running power slam, lifting up the Universal title, and putting his foot on Brock Lesnar as he holds that title up. I've said it before, and I will say it again. After what we've seen from Braun Strowman, I cannot see Braun Strowman walking out of No Mercy without the Universal Championship. I believe it strongly that when No Mercy comes to a close on September 24th, on Sunday, September 24th at the Staples Center, like Paul Heyman said, we're going to see a new Universal Champion, and to be honest, that's quite necessary because No Mercy is believed to be Brock Lesnar's last pay-per-view for the year. And I mean, are you really going to keep the title off of Monday Night Raw until the Royal Rumble? I don't think that is good in any circumstance, bro. In any circumstance. You need a top prize to fight over. And I think Braun Strowman, especially with what he's been doing, would be the perfect champion to hold that title until the Royal Rumble, perhaps, or until WrestleMania. I don't know, but I would love to see Braun Strowman win that championship from Brock Lesnar. And at this point, I cannot see him losing. I cannot see him losing, bro. WWE has built him up as too dominant. And we're going to talk about him again when we talk about the John Cena versus Braun Strowman match. But for now, we go to Goldust versus Bray Wyatt. For some goddamn reason, this match was on Raw here tonight. And Bray actually cut a promo on Goldust saying that he used to think Goldust was bizarre. But now he knows that Goldust is nothing but afraid, hiding behind the paint, believing that it will make him stronger, just like Finn Balor. And all he can do is run. Nothing really happened here in the matchup itself until Bray Wyatt got the Sister Abigail win. After the matchup, Bray wiped the paint off of Goldust's face, yelling that he's just a man, alright, we get it, bro. And that's when Finn Balor comes out, and that has Bray Wyatt retreating. Alright, I see the story here. Bray Wyatt believes that Finn Balor can only win once he has that demon paint on, and at No Mercy, we're going to see if the Balor without the demon paint can beat Bray Wyatt. To be honest, that's quite useless, because Finn Balor already beat Bray Wyatt with the demon paint, and you'd expect this feud to be over, but WWE is continuing this feud. Why? Because they have nothing to do with either of these men going into No Mercy. And I mean, you gotta use them. And this is the best thing WWE can come up with. So, I mean, what the hell are you gonna do about that? I have no fucking idea. So, let's move on here. We go to Sheamus and Cesaro, who were interviewed about a match they have tonight against Gallows and Anderson, saying that they see them as more of a team than Ambrose and Rollins, because it's really easy to be a team when things are going well. But it will be at No Mercy, when they can barely breathe, that they will turn to their instincts, clearly referring to Ambrose and Rollins, and their instincts will be to throw each other to the wolves. But they will prove that they don't just set the bar, they are the bar. So, there you go, Sheamus and Cesaro. We don't just set the bar, we are the bar. I like that, but whatever. And Sheamus and Cesaro versus Gallows and Anderson, they were supposed to fight here tonight, but this match never goddamn happened. With Sheamus and Cesaro getting into a brawl with Rollins and Ambrose, who were sitting at commentary, Gallows and Anderson joined in, and it was just a brawl as we went to commercial. And I don't know what WWE is really setting up for. It seems to me, at least from this brawl, that they were setting up to have maybe the match at No Mercy be turned into a triple threat tag team title match, and you throw Gallows and Anderson in there. But this did come to fruition in an 8-man tag here tonight, bro. And we will talk about that because backstage, Ambrose and Rollins were demanding a match with both Sheamus and Cesaro and Gallows and Anderson, to which Kurt Angle told them that they would have to find 2 tag team partners in order to make it a tag team match. Now, there's barely a tag team division on Raw. I wonder who's gonna be their teammates. Clearly the fucking Hardys, bro. I mean, no doubt about it, the Hardys were gonna team with them, and that's exactly what happened here, bro. Exactly what happened, but we'll talk about that. We see the first promo package for Asuka. Yes, I spoke about this in the beginning of the review. I am absolutely petrified to see what WWE has planned for Asuka, because based on what they've had planned for former NXT alumni, I have not been very impressed. Sami Zayn drifting away on Smackdown, doing nothing. Emma, who we saw earlier in the night, being absolutely ruined by WWE. Don't fucking throw the bullshit that she has a title shot at me. You really think she's gonna win the title, and she's in a fatal 4-way, not a one-on-one match. She's just being thrown in there for the sake of the hashtags, right? Jesus Christ. We saw Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax, who were complaining about Asuka coming to Raw, and Kurt Angle putting her in a fatal 4-way, to which Nia tells her that she spoke to Kurt and he made a match between her and Alexa next week. So Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss next week. That sounds absolutely awful. I feel like there's nothing to be seen between Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss. Both women do not, their in-ring styles is just one of those matches that you look at the in-ring styles of both women and you're like, yeah, that doesn't work. So please don't put that on my television, but that's exactly what we're going to see next week on Monday Night Raw, and to be honest, I cannot give less of a fuck. With the way I'm looking at it right now, WWE at No Mercy is going to have Nia Jax win the Women's Championship, because you clearly seen how it was cut right off the Asuka promo. Alexa Bliss was in the scene, but they immediately cut to Nia Jax. They're setting up for Nia Jax to win the championship, and then Asuka will arrive, and Asuka will take the title off of the bigger, more imposing Nia Jax, so Asuka can look impressive. Clearly that's what WWE is looking for. I don't think there's any doubt about that. So I think at No Mercy, my prediction is going to be that Nia Jax wins the Women's Championship. We go to Elias, who wrote a song for Anaheim, California. Yeah, absolutely hilarious. And Elias Sampson, especially since NXT, his guitar skills have gotten better and better. And you can tell by the week his songs get better and better. But in his song that he explained that the best thing to do in Anaheim is pack your bags and leave. That was before Kalisto came out. Kalisto, he's still on the Monday Night Raw roster? What the fuck? Really? My God. I forgot, bro. Excuse me for forgetting, bro. Holy shit. I don't know why Kalisto isn't in the goddamn Cruiserweight division. Jesus Christ. Then again, nobody wants to be casted away to the Cruiserweight division. But Elias Sampson beat Kalisto here. Drift away. That's it, bro. That's it. We go to John Cena versus Braun Strowman, which I don't know why this wasn't the main event. Again, to repeat myself, this match was on Raw here tonight to try to save Raw from their ratings falling too drastically, since tonight is the debut of Monday Night Football on ESPN. So clearly a lot of WWE's audience is going to be going to Monday Night Football, and they're trying to combat that by putting on an exciting matchup that people would want to see on WWE television. And this is really a match that is pay-per-view worthy, and they're giving it away on Raw with no build, which absolutely makes no goddamn sense to me. But Cena was completely dominated by Strowman in this matchup. But, I mean, Cena clearly was able to hit the AA. Strowman at this point, he rolled out of the ring, and steel steps were utilized by Braun Strowman. I don't know why Braun Strowman just didn't beat the shit out of John Cena. I mean, clearly Braun Strowman, especially how most of this match went, and considering the fact that Braun Strowman was able to fucking manhandle Brock Lesnar early in the night, should have been able to beat John Cena clean. But they don't want to give John Cena a loss going into his big match with Mr. Big Dog Roman Reigns. And by the way, that's some of the shit that gets me pissed off with Raw. The Big Dog, each and every single week. When Sasha Banks comes out, the commentary, it's boss time! Are you fucking kidding me, bro? How much more cringeworthy can you become? Holy shit, it's boss time! It's the Big Dog, Roman Reigns. Absolutely fucking annoying here, but Braun Strowman took the steel steps and hit John Cena with them, shoved the steps into the ring, took John Cena with him, and he power slammed John Cena on the steel steps. Looked absolutely brutal. Another big thing for Braun Strowman to do so. Here tonight, not only did he monster handle, as Corey Graves would say, not only did he monster handle Brock Lesnar, but he monster handled John Cena. So, there you go. And once again, I do not see Braun Strowman losing to Brock Lesnar at No Mercy. I just really cannot see that being the case. Braun Strowman has been displayed as a complete dominant specimen, and I just cannot imagine him coming out with No Mercy with a 1, 2, 3 pinfall under his name. Just do not see it. Ambrose and Rollins were backstage looking for a tag team partner, and they fucking saw Jamie Noble and the other one, whatever the fuck his name is, Jamie Noble and I forget the other one's name, bro. I forget the other one's name completely. Honestly, never cared for them. But they found those guys. They finally got to the fucking Hardys. And Matt, who seemed completely broken or awoken here. If you've seen the promo package that came out on Matt Hardy's YouTube channel, and he was like, feed me your energy. Absolutely fantastic. It seems to be that Matt Hardy is finally awoken. As far as it being acknowledged on WWE television, the commentators are like, we don't know what's wrong with Matt. But really, that is how you're going to introduce the broken gimmick in WWE? We don't know what's wrong with Matt. Because he was like, it's delightful, ha ha ha. And then he started doing the thing where he bites down on his teeth. If you guys can hear that shit, where he bites down on his teeth. So, I mean, Matt Hardy clearly doing the broken gimmick. But they're not really fucking expanding upon it beyond that. And the Hardys pretty much just agreed to team with Ambrose and Rollins, which was pretty much fucking inevitable. But we move on here to this segment, which was absolutely fantastic, because The Miz, whenever Miz goes into a promo, he's just absolutely balls to the wall fantastic. Miz had a special announcement here tonight, and I absolutely congratulate the goddamn Miz, because he announced here tonight that he and Maurice are having a baby. And that is absolutely fantastic news for The Miz. Miz has worked his ass off to get to the point that he is at in the WWE, and he absolutely deserves the position he is in, Intercontinental Champion. Last year, Miz has one of the best years of his career, and now he is having a child, and that is an absolutely miraculous event in any person's life. And Miz is now going through that process with his wife Maurice, and there's nothing more you can say than congratulations. You absolutely deserve something like this going on, especially with all the hard bullshit that WWE has made you go through. SummerSlam, back in the fucking day, getting kicked out of a locker room. You've made it, and all your hard work has culminated in a child. So, great shit for The Miz right there. and WWE rewarding Miz even further for dealing with their bullshit. You can clearly tell that him going off on John Cena and Roman Reigns a couple weeks ago was WWE rewarding The Miz. And him getting that win over Jeff Hardy last week was WWE rewarding The Miz and saying sorry for the bullshit they made him go through at SummerSlam and such places. And here tonight, they did that even further, bro. Holy shit. Miz buried Enzo Amore here tonight. Miz, he pledged to her, saying that unlike Kurt Angle and throwing jabs at Jason Jordan, who I believe Miz is going into No Mercy against, he says, like, unlike Kurt Angle, he will be there for their child from day one, saying that he had prepared a speech, but of course Enzo fucking came out and interrupted, and Miz absolutely buried Enzo beyond this point. Miz explained that Enzo interrupted a deeply personal moment, with Enzo saying that he wanted to come out here and celebrate with him and Maurice. How you doing? Miz is like, never say how you doing to my fucking wife, bro. Miz fucking hit Enzo with the truth, saying that he had a big future coming up with Cass selling out pay-per-views and merchandise, and he dropped all that. And that's why he got thrown off a WWE tour bus, kicked out of the locker room, and he was thrown into the Cruiserweight division because no one on the Raw roster could stand him. Guys like Neville tried to hone their craft. The guys on that Cruiserweight division fly, they soar through the skies. But Enzo does none of that. When he goes, he falls right back down. He brags about hanging with third-rate rappers and thinks he's a big show, but he's nothing but a failure. And there's no 7-foot giant to help him out of that. Enzo reminded Miz that he is the realest guy in the room, saying that he and Miz have nothing in common, because Miz was hated because he copied everyone in that locker room, and Enzo is original, and he is going into No Mercy to win the Cruiserweight title, calling Miz a paper champion. Miz asked if Enzo thinks he's championship material, saying that he's going to show Enzo what a real champion looks like, acts like, walks like, and he's going to dedicate this win to his unborn child. And then Enzo, like an asshole, was like, no offense, I'll say sorry to the child when he's born, but Daniel Bryan was right. The Miz is S-A-W-F-T, soft. All I can say is, bro, The Miz fucking buried you. There's no coming back from that. Clearly WWE was trying to bury Enzo Amore, and they gave Miz the platform to fucking do that. Holy shit, Miz delivered. Holy shit. Enzo Amore, who has been absolutely annoying, god-awful garbage on Monday Night Raw, was absolutely put in his place by the goddamn Miz, bringing up the WWE tour bus incident and getting kicked out of the locker room. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And Miz with that scathing promo, bro. Holy shit. And after the matchup, The Miz versus Enzo Amore. Enzo was grabbing the fucking mic in this matchup. Super fucking annoying. And he said that he shouldn't be asking Mrs. Baby how you doing, but rather, who's your daddy? You've got to be fucking kidding me with that one. That led Enzo to being destroyed by the fucking Miztourage. And oddly enough, who's your daddy chance, bro? You've got to be fucking kidding me. This Anaheim crowd, absolutely funny right there. Who's your daddy chance? But backstage, Neville, looking at a beaten down Enzo Amore, then started laughing right in the face of Amore. Ha 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 ha. You look like shit, bro. We go to the main event. Don't know why the fuck this was the main event. No hype behind it. Nobody could give less of a fuck about this main event. The Hardys and Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins versus Sheamus and Cesaro and Gallows and Anderson. Nothing to be seen here. Typical by the books, same motion bullcrap 8-man tag that for some unknown reason was the main event of Raw here tonight when you had Braun Strowman and John Cena on the show. Boggles my mind, but I mean, it happened. It happened, and it was the same old shit. Seth Rollins hit the knee on Carl Anderson. And Dean Ambrose hit the dirty deeds after all the fucking spot fest that you had to see in this match. Sheamus and Cesaro, they fucking retreated. They got out of there. They were like, we don't want any of this fucking business. And the tag team champions, along with the Hardys, pick up a win in this non-existent tag team division. Really have me wondering, I mean, what are you doing with this broken gimmick, bro? What are you doing with this broken gimmick? I mean, you want to introduce it, but then you don't want to address it on television? You fucking kidding me, bro? Because Matt Hardy was in full accent here tonight in the little backstage segment they had with Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Matt Hardy's still coming out there doing the fucking 3 different gimmicks. Matt Hardy version 1, version 2, and the broken gimmick. So I don't understand it. I mean, pick one. Holy shit, be broken or don't be broken. I would prefer he be broken, but I definitely prefer a normal Matt Hardy over this crisscross 50-50 bullshit. I don't understand it, but I mean, hopefully they address it soon. I mean, I don't know how they would do it. Are they going to split up the Hardys? I have no goddamn idea. But right now, this was just a stagnant week. There was nothing addressed with Matt Hardy, or Jeff Hardy, I should say, being in an Intercontinental Championship match last week. Made no sense to me, bro. Made no sense to me. And speaking of shit that was not addressed, Goldust. Goldust, bro. He was in a match. I forgot to say this before. He was in a match with Bray Wyatt. He was in a match with fucking Bray Wyatt. And didn't Goldust have his heel shit going on? And didn't he say he was going to introduce a new Startling or some shit like that? That was absolutely abandoned. Makes no goddamn sense to me, bro. But I mean, that's Monday Night Raw for you. Still the same logic holes. Still an overabundance of commercial breaks. Main events that make no goddamn sense. I mean, giving matches away on free television. They're still your errors, but a lot of good shit we've seen here tonight. Braun Strowman being an absolute monster here. John Cena burying Roman Reigns on the microphone. The Miz doing the same to Enzo Amore. Holy shit, absolutely destroyed the guy on the mic. If I had to give this Raw rating, probably be a 5.5 to a 6 out of 10. Very, very decent Monday Night Raw here tonight. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to go check out all the other content on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel, because there is so much other content to go check out. Raw and Smackdown reviews each and every single week. Smackdown and Raw reviews for last week are up on the channel for your viewing pleasure. Mae Young Classic review just this morning. Mae Young Classic episode 7 and 8 review was uploaded on the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel, so make sure to go check that out before the finals go up tomorrow, and we will be reviewing that after Smackdown Live tomorrow night as well. You can go check out Behind the Mic, episode number 36, talking about The Undertaker returning and going into a matchup with the two men who beat the streak, Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, to determine a Universal Champion at WrestleMania 34. So big stuff going on Behind the Mic, and as far as the wrestling news goes. So make sure to go check out Behind the Mic, episode number 36. A bunch of content coming. WWE 2K18 content going to be flooding the channel very soon, so you can make sure to look forward to that. Because for now, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Joel Perez of Ringside Wrestling Entertainment. If you enjoyed what you heard here and do not want to miss a thing, make sure to subscribe to the Ringside Wrestling YouTube channel. Click on that notification bell to get all these delightful videos right in your notification box on your phone. And of course, make sure to smash that like button like these people are saying, or hit that like button with the running power slam if you enjoyed what you heard here. And of course, comment what you thought about Monday Night Raw here tonight, because for now, this has been Joel Perez of Ringside Wrestling Entertainment, and for now, I am out of here. Thank you very, very much for watching this video, because for now, I will see you tomorrow for your Smackdown Live and Mae Young Classic finale review and results.